Evening, everybody. Can you hear me?
Can you hear you?
We can.
Your patience, guys. Welcome to the post-match briefing between the game of Emirates Lions versus Zebre. I've got Emirates Lions head coach Ivan van Rooyen and Emirates Lions captain Burger Oerendal. The floor is now open, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Ivan Burger. I think the obvious question to both of you is the difference between the first and the second half. Exactly what happened there?
I think we put a big focus on the first 0 to 20 minutes just to lay a good foundation, and I really think we got that. Almost felt like we got a bit laxy-daisy in the second half, and Zebre just played off our mistakes. I think there was a phase for like 20 minutes that we didn't get the ball, or when we got the ball, it was in our own half, so we couldn't really play rugby, and they put us under a lot of pressure. So still a lot of positives for us, but definitely some work on for us as well.
Evening, everyone. Yeah, just to add to Burger, I think we were clinical at first half. We managed to keep the ball, look after the ball, and I think in the second half, we knew from the beginning, looking at them in the week, that if you give them turnover attack or you give them attack without pressure, defensive pressure, that can really punish you. And I think they managed to keep hold of the ball for very long phases in the second half, and that forced us into a bit of scramble defense and an increase in error rate. And obviously that kept him in the game. So, like Burger says, a lot to be proud of, a lot to work on though, and we also did a lot of good things.
Even I think the obvious massive positive is you put a very disappointing Currie Cup campaign behind you. You started Europe with a win. I mean, we can always look at the second half for whatever needs to be fixed. But if you look at that first 20 minutes, 30 minutes, first half an hour, I mean, you were 35-0 up. I mean, that's some of the most clinical rugby the Lions have played, certainly this year, if not since the comeback from COVID.
Yeah, Jan, thanks. I think we had a similar 65 minutes against Province just before the British Lions. But I think saying that, obviously, this is a step up in intensity, having a crowd there for the first time. Really proud of that first 40 minutes. I think we were really clinical. Our execution was good. We stuck to the plan. We had I'll be honest, we had quite a tough training week. We still feel we're a little bit short, obviously, on match fitness and conditioning under the way we wanted to play. So might be a double-edged sword where we really did go quite hard this week. So that might sit in the last 10-15 minutes, but I mean, there's no excuse in that first minute 40 to 60. There was more errors from our side and just not execution.
And then a final one for me before I let my colleagues talk. Burger, I mean, please tell us about how's it like playing in front of a crowd again?
Yeah, yes, it's awesome. I think it's something to get used to once again. I think the last couple of months playing in front of no fans, that was basically the normal for us. And just having fans there and having a buzz and music playing, it was awesome. I think the guys felt that excitement, and I think it showed. It actually helped that first 40 minutes. And we just hope we can get fans back in SA as well when we go back.
Coach, I think it's going to be very difficult not to be overly critical about your effort in the second half. But the older players or the more settled players were supposed to give guidance. I mean, you should have put the Zebre away in the first 10-15 minutes of the second half.
Hello, Cole. I think if I can start there, we knew pre-game we're probably going to play Jaco about 40 minutes. I think he was exceptional, the way he played, and also I know the influence helping Burger with that. So I think as a senior player that wasn't there, we looked like you could see the difference a little bit. It's actually a question Burger can answer. The influence of the senior players, the message. Like I said, they managed to get a bit of momentum on us, and we made double errors and triple errors, and they just kept us under the pump. A lot of things we can review. which also showed us that last 10, 15 minutes, if we stick to our structures and what we want to do, whether it's set piece, scrum, maul stop, kicking game, once we get it right and we stick to what we do, we still got the outcome there. So it's just a bit of inconsistency from our side.
Anyone else?
Sorry, Karen.
Yes, Jan?
Gama?
Yes, can I just, sorry. Ivan, what would you say is the biggest thing you talk about you couldn't get hold of the ball in the second half, and obviously, that's tough to overcome, but looking forward to next week, what is the biggest thing that you should go work on after that second half?
Hello, Marizon. Thanks for the question. I think the biggest thing for us is not to get impatient in our system. Like I said, the moment we stuck to our systems and stuck to the way we want to play, stuck to our defensive scrum, defensive maul, we could feel the players getting excited at the end of that first half and early on in the second half. And it's great to see the energy and the excitement, but it's also the small and individual discipline of everyone to stick to what we want to do, stick to the plan, stick to the execution. So I'm not sitting here saying that we shouldn't play. All I'm saying is, if we stick to how we want to do it, we saw how it worked, and if we don't even get a little bit individual, then I think then it's difficult.
So is there maybe a chance that some guys, you're 35-0 ahead, it's a big lead. Some of the younger guys maybe said and took the foot off the pedal.
I don't think it's a conscious decision to take your foot off the pedal. I think it's the difference between, probably a difference between a level. If you're going to leave the door slightly open, then they're going to keep on knocking, and eventually they'll about open the door. So it is a big educational thing for us as a group that's new to this, and 4 or 5 new guys in the group is to be able to consistently repeat execution and effort for 80 minutes. So it's something we need to fix, definitely.
Are we happy, guys?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Thanks a lot.
Just want to check if there's any injuries. Obviously, you're on tour for 4 weeks. Any issues with injuries?
Hi, Jan. We're fortunate. Currently, not any that we're aware of. As far as I know, we came through the game fine. Cebu just had a stinger. Yaku we just managed, so I don't think there's any concerns there. Then someone like Yanni and Stian, all of them had full good training sessions the last 2 days. So, yep, I think we're blessed to have a fully fit squad tomorrow morning as we wake up.
And Jordan is okay because he was down a bit and then came off.
Yeah, he was winded quite badly, and with a minute to go, we couldn't take the risk to play with 14. So yeah, we rushed to get Eddie on, but he's fine.
Any more questions, guys?
I'm all good, thanks.
Happy, thanks.
Everyone happy?
Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys, and have a good weekend.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, everyone. Thanks again.
Cheers.
Bye, dankie. Geniet die aand.
Huh?